Timeout.
Welcome back to yet another episode of Timeout, where we're taking a time to assess the districts and playoff standings and all this kind of postseason stuff, because believe it or not, and yes, the snow over the weekend should have been an indication we're just about to the end of the regular season. Please someone tell me where this season went. I would like to know. And someone else who might like to know, Norfolk High School. They hosted Pius on Thursday night. Both coaches considered this a win or go home game as far as playoff implications. You win, you're in. You lose, you're out. It got off to a bad omen for Norfolk High. Fumbled on the first play of the game. 2 plays later, Lincoln Pius X gets a touchdown. In 16 minutes, the Pius had scored a 20-0 lead. Norfolk High goes on to drop the game 27-7. Panthers, 3-5 on the season, host a winless Omaha Benson team in the season finale. Here's Coach Tom Olson.
Everybody wants to make the playoffs, but more than that, they want to play football. And they got one more opportunity to do it. They've given us 3 really good weeks of practice, and they'll do it again this week. And we'll go out and we'll play a very good game against Benson, and that'll be the end of the season.
Norfolk Catholic with a big win on Friday night at Stanton, 56-12 on Friday night, 7-1 record on the season. That one loss being, of course, to Pierce in the season opener still. Norfolk Catholic travels to Ponca. Right now, the Knights are sitting 3rd statewide in power points, so gotta feel pretty good about where the Knights are at. Yes, they will more than likely make the playoffs, so you don't have to worry about that one. Also in 11-man action, Pierce improved to 8-0 on the season in convincing fashion, beating West Point Beamer 45-7 on Friday night. Right now, the Blue Jays are not only number 1 in the area ratings, they are also number 1 in Class C1 in the power points. Yes, that's big. Blue Jays will play Boone Central Newman Grove on Friday night. Winner of that one will get the district title. Turning our attention to 8-man football, Lutheran High had 8 players score touchdowns on Friday night as the Eagles went on to defeat Madison by a whopping 90-26. Yes, I said 90. Lutheran High is 6-1 on the season. They visit Neely Oakdale on Thursday. If they win, the Eagles should be district champions, and they will end that playoff drought that they've had over the last few years. The biggest game probably in the area on Friday night, though, was Humphrey St. Francis against Riverside, the Class D2-4 district title on the line. The Chargers had won 43 straight games, including 4 straight titles in 6-man football. Humphrey St. Francis took care of that 44-34 year final. Here's Flyers coach Eric Kessler.
Just really proud of our kids and how they stepped up this week in practice and played pretty well tonight.
For Humphrey St. Francis, it was a big night by junior quarterback Trevor Pfeiffer. 17 carries for 136 yards rushing, 4 of 7 passing for another 106 yards, an interception on defense, and his biggest play was probably a block punt.
I live for games like this. I mean, it's so much fun, especially when you can look back on it, and I mean, it's just memories forever.
Another reason why this win was so big, it put Humphrey St. Francis in a tie for 2nd statewide in the power points, which means possibly they could end up getting a 1 seed on the East bracket. You'll want to grab Tuesday's paper for the new area ratings and look for more breakdown as far as districts, playoff standings, all this kind of stuff that, some coaches like Jim Moore never wanted to talk about. Playoffs? I mean, playoffs? Yes, we're just about to playoff time. And while you're at it, catch Wednesday's paper for my predictions of several area games. And until next time, I'm Nick Benish, and thanks for taking a time out with us.